and fellow adventurers. Welcome to the Min-Maxed Podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue Bloodlords. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our Lich level and above. Rock, Jedi, Wolf, Indie Link, Corey, Kaga, Scrap Gear, The Trevor Project, The Necromancer Forever, Nero the GM, just gonna sneak right past you there, Tawdry Monster, Sirendrin, True Chaos God, Mercutio, Booming Thunder, Callistria Specialty, Taser, Finder of Paths and Stars, FL, Gold Rhino, Gringus Maximus, Hardy Har Har, Dinkelberg, Hyson Jam, James B, Pickle, King Scott, Person Man, Mr. Grimm, Fire Down, Progeny of Kukulin, Dicky Lopez, Bobs and Dugnut, Ross D, Scott E, Witch Hunter, Zach S. Shout out to new patron at the Lich level, Joe P. Thank you all so much for your support. And now a recap of session 87. Trying to both investigate our leads and clear our good or bad name, we go to a tabloid publisher. He gives us a lead that the dock workers who witnessed our actions are being held by the guard. We go there. We meet with one Commissioner Davies. We get a little bit of info. Shara tries to get into an Urgathoan temple, but gets rudely turned away. Back at the suites, we receive a lovely package from good old Stitch Skull. It's Gerbrick! We're in full-on research mode now, and we try to figure out what's going on and who framed us. Kix learns quite a bit about Shadow Ash. The rest of us do various things pretty badly. Kix and Arius go see Bremetaria Veng, a professor who knows about Shadow Ash. Eventually, we learn enough things to succeed. Things that tie a sect of Urgathoa worshippers called the Empty Chorus to a place called the Epiphenomena. Hyrule is a part of this temple, and both he and his lackeys have been missing since the dock incident. How suspicious. We decide to try and learn a little bit more about this Urgathoan sect called the Empty Chorus.
I wrote their name down.
Yes, they disbanded, but they did have headquarters in the Church of the Cathedral of Epiphenomena. And as far as the church is concerned, that's just been an empty section. They just don't go there. It's abandoned.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking for a place within the Church of Epiphenomena to look, that would be where.
Okay.
Can we just do whatever we need to do for Tyler to stop saying that word?
Epiphenomena?
I hate it so much.
It's a good word. I like it.
You're wrong, David.
Can you tell me why you hate the word epiphenomena?
It bothers my ears. It hurts my head. I have to think when I listen.
I have to think really fucking hard to say it. I practiced this word all week, and I still fuck up a bunch.
Keep trying to think of the spelling, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to. I'm just gonna... It's out of my head now.
That's the crazy part. It's just EPI phenomena.
How do you spell phenomena?
Oh, PHENOMENA.
I hate it.
Phenomena.
I hate it.
Da, 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 da. Phenomena.
I do.
So, now where do we need to go? To the church?
Well, really what you guys have to decide. Commissioner insinuated that now would be a good time to go to one of the great factions that you've been building reputation with to turn in a favor to put pressure on the church to give you access to where the Empty Chorus was once housed, because you believe that Bloodlord Hyrule, somebody tied to this poisoning plot, is hiding there since the disaster at the docks.
I'm not sure Shara's totally comfortable with that.
That's where things get weird. Arius doesn't give a shit about the research and like the political stuff. Lucan's getting all in it, and Kix is just reading books. Like that's perfect for him, right?
Yeah. But Shara's not sure she's totally comfortable with trying to pressure anybody or to break into the church or pressure someone into getting us into the church.
I think that's something y'all are gonna have to talk out, really.
Nah, let's just do it out of permission.
Sounds like something Arius would do.
What's the worst that can happen? I mean, come on, guys.
I'll sit down with Shara and we can have a conversation. All right, Shera. We know that Hyrule is hiding out in this temple, and Hyrule is our adversary. It's clear that he's somehow involved in this plot, in this poisoning plot. And I'm afraid the Church of Urgathoan is hiding him. We must take action. What would you have us do?
I just feel like this is all getting so much bigger than just what we expected.
Yes, it certainly is, but we're bloodlords now. Dealing with issues of national and international import is now our job, our purview.
Yes, but this is the Church of Urgathoan.
Well, as you've known, as this gets deeper, will you side with Geb and its interests, or Urgathoan?
Or Zerial.
And what if these Urgathoans aren't even doing the right? What if these Urgathoans are in the wrong? Would you blindly follow them? Why not show them the better way of Urgathoan?
Well, perhaps it will require more information before we can make that determination.
Yes, of course. We're simply ridding this church of an infection, this Hyrule. Perhaps he's deceived them as well and they don't know what they're doing. We'll bring clarity.
Well, I think for now, this sounds like this is the correct course of action.
Oh, good.
We must find out if he has corrupted the church itself.
Any more than it's supposed to be, at least.
Now, what is that supposed to mean, Lucan?
Well, I didn't mean anything bad by it. Isn't Urgathoan supposed to be, like, corrupting things? Like you corrupt the food, you corrupt the corpses. Like, this is a good thing, though.
Undeath is not a corruption.
You're right, of course. Of course, I was thinking of it from the perspective of a different character, I guess. Too much time playing the good guy.
Too much time playing the good guy. Yeah. Urgathoan is about embracing undeath and having joyous feasts.
I do enjoy joyous feasts. All right, let's make a plan. What great faction can we leverage to put pressure on the church? Who's got the most?
It's gonna be like the builders or the export, because the Carter's Consortium is not a great faction, right?
They are not.
That's a lower faction.
Yeah, Carter's Consortium is a minor faction. They were a major faction, but they no longer have that clout.
Because it's certainly not the tax collectors faction, guys.
They're a major faction, and at some point they're probably going to come back and bite you in the butt. But we'll see how that goes later.
I worked for them. We're fine.
Well, we did one thing.
A couple of things loudly.
We followed the law. Anyway, in Mekatar, who holds the most sway?
Celebrants?
I will tell you from the standpoint this is what matters to you, who's actually going to be willing to go out on a limb for you right now when you are all very unpopular in the city.
I feel like that's an overstatement.
Well, I thought we just did a whole bunch of stuff to become more popular with the police chief and stuff. Wasn't he supposed to be getting the word out?
Tabloid guy.
Right, but the high society is still looks down on you because you haven't provided the evidence
I
yet.
am high society.
Like, you haven't provided the evidence, so high society isn't quite convinced yet.
Kill all the high society people, then we don't have to worry about them.
We will be the high society. It's only us.
Who do you think that would be?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of it. I don't know who we are best in the graces of.
I know. I have been, though.
I know.
For 4 books, this is the first time it's mattered.
I've already told you, it's gotta be
The builders.
Either the Exporters Guild but I would think it's the Builders League is the ones that we would have the highest. Would they be willing to go out on a limb for us? That I don't know.
Here's something else to consider. Some of your actions have had effects on your reputation with the major factions that have not been obvious.
You mean we have to think about the repercussions of our actions? No, Tyler.
That's correct.
No.
Think about like in the actions that you've taken, who likely is going to benefit the most from how you've approached this campaign. Along with the additional things that you mentioned, like the contract with the Builders League, the things that you've been doing with the Exports Guild, those things, right?
Oh, I got it. We're just going to call on Zerial.
Are you level 20?
We're creating our own great faction, remember?
It's true.
That's what Tyler meant. Okay, yeah. We're back to me and Spencer trying to find a way to Zerial. His soul cage. And we're going to be like, hey, come get us into this Church of Urgathoan.
Jeez.
We need a prisoner to start a war. That's what we're doing, right, guys? That's what I'm telling Zerial.
Exactly.
I mean, the major factions are Builders, Celebrants, Export, and Tax, right?
Reanimators.
The other ones? Or
Oh, yeah, reanimators.
I don't know anything about, I mean, I don't feel like there's anything we've done specifically with those guys, but I don't know. I guess we just go start talking to them.
It's got to be the exports. It's got to be the exports.
This gets really hard when we're not just killing stuff.
It is a lot easier when we're just killing things.
Love you.
We did the whole thing with that one mansion where we basically gave them the fucking town to use as a base of operations in a central location. We're trying to fucking protect the exports of Geb, and if they don't understand that, I'll explain it to them. So let's go to the Export Guild in Mekatar.
You head out over to the Export Guild. When you enter, there is enough of a reception, a good reception, that somebody looks for a representative to come and talk to you right away. So when you're waiting in the lobby, somebody comes to you. Let's just say that we're talking about somebody, one of the higher ups at the export. They take you to a conference room. They ask if you want any, refreshments, beverages, food, whatever. They're treating you very well. This is like going to a high-rise conference. You're at the top floor of a tall building overlooking Mekatar, and, you're being served low bowls of whiskey.
Classy.
I enjoy it. I assume they bring me some blood, right?
They would, yes.
All right.
Do they bring me knowledge?
No. Well, maybe. You're here for a reason, right? The best snack that you could probably get for a lich is like a fortune cookie, but with factoids inside of it.
Snapple.
Just like a little... Yeah, they're the Snapple lids.
Yes, this is great.
It's the perfect little snack for a lich. Anyways. So...
It really is. That's
right?
Fantastic. Snapple, favorite drink of liches.
Yeah. Let's bring somebody from the Export Guild in. Let's say that while I've got him on the brain, let's say it's a lich. We haven't had a high member lich yet. This is a runic lich, so they have runes etched into their body that are glowing. The sinners, I believe, that you've taken to calling yourselves welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us. A pleasure.
How can we help you here?
How do we know who this guy is? Did he introduce himself?
Not at all. I don't even have a name. Let's go with... Let's see, he's a lich.
Kelly Bluebrick.
Kelly Bluebrick? Really? All right.
I don't know.
But please,
Kelly
just
Blue
call
Book?
me. Just call me Kelly. Kelly Bluebrick?
It's a great lich name.
It's a great lich name.
And what is his position here in this guild in Mekatar?
He is the director of overseas commerce communication.
Okay.
Or DOC for short.
Sounds fancy.
So, are you familiar with our endeavors involving food exports in from Geb?
We've been keeping very close eye on the talk of your investigation regarding the incident at the docks the other day. Very concerning. We haven't sent a representative to speak with you specifically, as doing so at the moment is a little damaging to one's reputation. You understand.
Oh, I do certainly understand maintaining one's reputation, which is why we're working so hard to clear ours. I assure you... sorry, name one more time.
Kelly.
Kelly. I assure you, Kelly, we are not the ones to be concerned with. We're doing everything we can to save the exports of Geb.
I see. And do you have proof of this?
Oh, we do. Very much so. And I will share the proof with him and explain that we want to get Hyrule out of the temple, or at least to go see Hyrule in the temple.
Interesting. You know, I've never liked the celebrants, personally. Garish. In a bad way, mind you. Yes, of course, all of their ideals and their words are wonderful. But there's just something off about them. They're not going to like this.
No, they certainly were not.
They're going to fight us on giving you access, I bet.
Well, they've already refused us, which is why we've come to you, hoping that the might of your great guild could perhaps put some pressure on them.
Oh, okay. I will have a word with some of the higher-ups, some of my colleagues, and I will send you a message and let you know what we decide.
Very well.
If, at the very least, we thank you for all that you've done for us, directly as well as indirectly.
And if you help us now as we rise through the ranks of the Bloodlords, which certainly you can rest assured we will do, we'll of course keep the interests of the exporters high on our priorities.
You just said ranks of bloodlords. I'm just like, do we have like fucking stars? It's like,
I'm thinking of it more like skulls on the side of the airplane.
Yeah, kind of. And you know, it doesn't take... I've mentioned this in the past, but a lot of times the lower blood lords don't last very long because the scheming and infighting and the political maneuvering is not for everyone. And a lot of times they end up either getting ousted or just straight up murdered. So, all of that being said, he will get back to you the next day. Long story short, you get a message in the mail that says that after a great deal of consideration, the board has decided that yes, they will silently put some pressure onto the church and hope that you are able to provide sufficient evidence to clear your names and continue allowing them to be the backbone of Geb's export economy.
Excellent.
The Export Guild they know more than anybody. That is where all this is built on. There's so much stability at stake, which is why they're willing to go out on a limb for you.
Of course.
It's going to take them a few days, though.
All right.
To apply that pressure. So you have about 3-4 days of downtime before you're going to be giving access.
What do I want to do with my downtime? Is there anything I want to go buy?
So you guys go ahead and take a look. Remember, crafting's really easy. Check. You can craft any common item without a formula. If you go out of your way to buy a formula, then it only takes you 1 day to craft that item. 2 days if you don't have the formula.
Can I add wings to my armor?
Did you guys want to do preliminary research on the Empty Chorus sect before going?
Sure. Why not?
Religion, society, or diplomacy would work.
You're looking for
All
just
right.
one?
Yep, just one of them.
Spencer, what's your society? Are they all the same check, or are they different based on... What's the easiest check?
Easiest one is Urgathoan lore.
I have a society 20, a religion 18.
A successful diplomacy check would do it. It would technically be next, but at your -4, that's harder.
I got a 20 society if you guys want me to attempt to rue 5 the highest out of these.
Religion and society are the hardest checks.
Oh, yeah, well.
My highest is 20 in religion.
You could each try separate checks if you want.
Doing it. Society at a -4.
No, society is not at a -4.
Society.
That's
Oh.
standard. It's the social checks that are at a -4.
Wait, so the diplomacy would be at a -4, but it's an easier check than religion?
Correct. But not that much easier.
Yeah, both my religion and society are 18s.
I'm gonna try diplomacy anyways. My diplomacy is a 23, so -4 puts it at a 19, which is only one lower than religion.
I attempted a 28.
At a -4, Shara gets a 32 on diplomacy.
Kicks, you with a 28 fail. However, you do know, even with the failure, that the empty chorus was regarded as a group of eccentrics at best, or extremists at worst, by the Church of Urgathoan for their practices of long fasts interrupted by bouts of gluttony. Shara with 36, that's a success. You learn that the Yearning Sanctum is the name of their complex within the church in Mektar.
Yearning Sanctum.
Yeah, the Yearning Sanctum. It was a relatively small complex, and you hear some rumors about something called the Void Garden, which is a massive purple crystal on display somewhere within the sanctum, said to be a physical link between this world and the negative energy plane. You also learn that the empty chorus spent much of its time researching methods of magically altering food to cause discomfort or pain as both methods of provoking punishment, mortification, and agony, and induced visions. Practices that often involved infusing food with negative energy. The whole thing behind the empty chorus was that the bouts of gluttony are more meaningful if followed by long periods of fasting.
Starting to sound kinda Zankuthani. This whole pleasure, pain bullshit.
After a few days, you end up getting word back from Kelly at the Export Guild, and they send you a note with a box. In the box is a token, and it's actually a holy symbol of Urgathoan. It's a ivory and obsidian religious symbol of Urgathoan that glows faintly with a pale light. That is your pass into the Yearning Sanctum. It must be presented to any temple guards or priests immediately upon request, and when you take it to one of the guards or a priest, they will escort you to the Yearning Sanctum, whereas they will allow you to conduct your investigation while they stand back and, observe.
Sure, we'll take that.
It's a nice holy symbol. Just as you're about to get ready to go and head out to the cathedral to investigate the Yearning Sanctum, Lucan, you receive a sending spell.
Ah.
Haiku?
Not a haiku.
Nope, incorrect.
Not a haiku. You hear
The spell
the
fizzles.
rasping voice of Kortash Kain's voice.
Ah.
Before you visit the cathedral, there is a matter of concern to us all that we must discuss. Please come speak with me at once.
Ah. All right. I will relay that I have received this magical message to my compatriots and say we need to go speak with Kortash. I assume where we last met him.
You make your way to where Kortash Kain, where he's being housed. He meets you in a private office on the first floor really close to the entrance. So not a big display of extravagance for, the secret eaters or any sort of influence or requests in regards to Cabriri or anything like that. This has the vibe of a no-nonsense meeting.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah. Who does he think we are? We're all nonsense.
Right.
Well, at least we're not the circus.
This isn't the circus, guys.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for coming to visit me.
Oh, of course. It is our pleasure, Kortash.
I've heard word that you've been given access to the Yearning Sanctum.
Your word is correct.
There is something that you must know. There is a rivalry of sorts between the faiths of Urgathoan and Cabriri. I suspect that the church's influence over Geb has been in part behind his decision to remove the tithes to Nemret Noctoria, my city. I have in fact avoided any direct investigation or confrontation with the church. I have no desire to trigger further conflict between Nemret Noctoria and Geb. However, if you find any information while you are in the church about any plans they may have for me or my city, I would be very pleased and generous in my thanks.
Well, we owe you everything we can, Kortash. Consider it done.
Very well. Be warned. The church is not likely to take the matter of you entering their sanctum kindly. Be on the lookout.
But we have a champion of Urgathoa with us. I'm sure we'll be fine. Also, we're just so resourceful.
Yes.
Okay, just so I understand, he believes the celebrants are trying to twist Geb's arm into no longer paying tithes to Nemret Noctorum.
It's already happened.
It's already happened.
He's visiting Geb in order with the goal to have the tithes continue or restart the tithes again. Like he wants that tithe communication to happen again.
And so what are we looking for while we're there?
Any indication, evidence, or anything that would prove to him whether or not the church is involved in influencing Geb as to why the tithes stopped.
Gotcha.
He wants to know if the church is responsible for that influence, or if Geb made that decision on his own.
Considered any more about what you discovered, Shara?
Yeah, she would talk to him about it because at level 14, I'm hoping to take the Secret Eater dedication.
So do you do that in front of us or wait for us to leave?
I mean, it's called Secret Eaters. I feel like it's kind of secret,
Fair.
so...
All right. Well, then, I take my leave.
So yeah, Cheryl will hang back to talk to him. So, Kortash, we came across this book when we were dealing with, well, your voice. Right? That's where we found that book.
Yeah,
in
it
her
is.
place.
Yep.
Yeah. I've looked it over. Some interesting things in here. I was wondering if you could tell me more.
Book. Would you show me?
I'll show him the book.
Ah, interesting. I will say that the Secret Eater sect is a powerful force in Cabriri. I don't always see eye to eye with them, but as I'm sure you can imagine, the running of the day-to-day matters of a city-state, or even a nation such as Geb, means that you must consider things beyond your faith.
Yes, well, as we are seeing, religion and politics don't always go well together.
They do not. I made the choice long ago. Not all ghouls follow Cabriri. even if they are his children. I have decided to care for them all, regardless of their faith, as Geb has. Part of the reason we saw eye to eye a few millennia ago, and part of the reason I wish to restart that alliance.
Yes, well, as I am a ghoul now, while I am still very, very devoted to Urgathoa, the information and knowledge Cabriri has is very interesting to me. As well as, if you look in here, and she'll flip over to the grisly recipe books about ghoulish cuisine.
Yeah.
Look at all the food we can make.
Oh yes, my mother used to make that one. Delicious. I will act as though you did not show me this. Why? Well, your master and mine do not get along. But you seem to be coming to a place where you have to make a decision that I made long ago. Matters of state and religion, when they don't mix inside your mind, you have to make a choice. You have a choice coming. I see what you've done so far in your career, and you are very devoted to the Pallid Princess. However, your country would not be served should this poison plot reach its ultimate conclusion.
Yes, I had a conversation with Lucan about it a little bit ago. He makes some good points, but I'm not wholly sold.
Looking into these things may not please your princess either. It may be wise not to push that envelope too much. Alternatively, take the book and the knowledge and do what you will with it. I know that the Pallid Princess would find enjoyment in having a follower who knew these things.
That is definitely an interesting way to look at it.
May Cabriri forgive me.
We all must do what we must.
Yes, we must. Good luck in your endeavors in the Yearning Sanctum. I look forward to speaking with you again when you've had a chance to look over the book more thoroughly.
And you, even if they never officially happen.
And he stands.
I have business to attend to. Best of luck to you.
And to you. And she'll bow and leave.
And Sharam, one more thing.
And he reaches behind his desk as he is getting ready to leave. And he pulls out an item. And it is a flail. He looks fondly on it, and he says,
I know this isn't the weapon of your princess. However, this flail has served me very well. Perhaps it would serve you, should you decide to change course.
It's called Writhing Gleam.
Ooh, it's got a name.
And it is a +2 greater striking, shifting, standard grade mithril flail.
Jesus.
A lot of words.
Yes, well, I do use weapons similar to my princesses. It is not the only weapons I know how to use. So I thank you.
I suppose I should also point out it is a shifting weapon, so you can turn it into a scythe or a kama.
Okay. Yeah, it does not give you a whole lot of information
On the item,
on the item. Yeah.
I thought that was weird too. But if you go into the details, it shows you it's actually standard grade dawn silver. Oh, that's what mithril is called in the remaster. Dawn silver.
Because does mithril count as cold iron too? I can't remember. Or does it count as silver? I can't. Mithril counts as something, doesn't it?
Mithril counts as, I want to say, silver.
Mithril weapons and armor are treated as if they were silver for the purpose of damage
It is silver.
creatures. Okay, yeah, silver. Yeah, I mean, that's straight up better than what I've got right now, so.
Sweet. All right, are you guys ready for a battle map?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go to this frickin' sanctum thingamajigger.
Yeah, do you have everything that you want, need for the trip? Shopping's out of the way, all that stuff is done, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Then you make your way over to the Cathedral of Epiphenomena.
He said it again.
I did. I stared Ted down while I did it, too. When you make your way there, you would show, a guard or a priest the pass. They were aware that you were going to be visiting. They incline their head gently and escort you through some of the private areas or the back areas of the cathedral. The cathedral, as I had mentioned before, are two pyramids, not tetrahedrons, pyramids, that are connected by a massive underground complex. So you end up walking down through this complex for about 10 minutes, and you go through a twisting warren of places where you don't really see anything that's going on. Everything is very secretive. You pass some doors that look like they're out of use and in disrepair, along with administrative offices, down to storage for body parts, and cold storage for wines. You come across more than a handful of wine cellars. And you finally get taken to the Yearning Sanctum. And the two guards that brought you down here, they take you to the entrance of a long 20-foot wide hallway. The ceiling's about 15 feet up. You see the tunnel continues down, or this hallway continues down for about 60 feet, and at the end of the 60 feet, it ends with a huge double door that is made of stone and etched with a carving of Urgathoan holding an upside-down cornucopia that's dumping dust onto the floor. There is no light provided.
Do we all have dark vision yet?
I do.
I don't know if everybody does or not. It would need a source of light because of Arios,
the
I
only one
think.
that doesn't.
Skeleton doesn't have it, it's just 3 feet for it.
Oh, you just don't have the option to do it. Oh, aside like a mixed ancestry or mixed heritage.
Alright, we gotta get this guy some dark vision goggles or something so we don't have to carry a light source around with us.
I don't have dark vision.
My sword glows, it's fine.
I always have light on me.
I have light.
But then we got a light source and everybody sees us and knows we're coming.
That's fine, I want them to know.
Yeah, dude. You think we are little bitches? We're not sneaky.
There's no rogue in the group, no one's sneaking.
There is no
You're
rogue
the
in the
loudest
group.
one, why are you complaining? They don't need to see us, they can hear you.
Clang, clang. The guards would wait at the base of the 60-foot long hall. They'll take up their post there. They won't interfere, but aside from the doors to the Yearning Sanctum, there's nothing else over here, so they're just going to stand guard at this hallway.
So they just take us to the doors?
Yep. Well, not even to the doors. They're 60 feet away at the end of this long tunnel, and they've already started ignoring you as you walk down the hallway toward the door.
Okay. I guess try to open the door?
The door doesn't have any sort of obvious handle or anything like that, but it appears to be locked.
Okay. Is there an obvious... Did we get a key? Is there somewhere to put a key?
No, doesn't look like it. Not that you can see, at least.
Why'd you put us in such a small room?
It's the end of the hallway.
We busting down some doors?
Do you have a key for the door? I called down to the guards at...
We said we'd take you to the sanctum. How you got in is up to you.
Oh,
Where's that door knocker?
so annoying.
Yeah, no doorknob. They're not going to help you. They're being pretty unhelpful.
And they're grave knights?
Yep.
We forcing our way in?
I guess so. I don't think we have... I mean, do we have anybody that has thievery?
Let's pop out that any tool, that traveler's any tool.
there you go.
Turn it into a crowbar.
Good thing you hung on to it.
Arius is excited to try and use it.
So go ahead and give me an athletics check to try to force open the door with your any tool.
Sure would like to assist. I get a 43 to assist. I think that's a critical success.
Yeah, on the assist, that is a critical success. What are you, a master of athletics? So that's a +3 for a critical
like that.
success.
Kicks.
Yeah, you're the aid master. If you're a master,
Plus
is
2.
it oh, it's +2 on a
Plus
crit.
2. Legendary is +3.
Yeah.
Got it. So that would bring Arius from a 33 to a 35, which is exactly what you needed. You force the stone doors open.
No, 8 is +3 if you're a master.
Oh, okay.
On a critical success.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it'd be a 36. Still good enough to get it in. I should note actually about the doors. The bronze door handles have been melted together into a slag plug to seal the doors shut. So they've been clearly sealed. But you just broke it.
Well, we just unseal them.
Yeah.
Open them doors, because they're locked.
You break it and you open it up, and you end up seeing into a room. Much of this vast rectangular chamber consists of a 20-foot deep pit, the floor of which is scattered with a layer of bones and rubble. A 10-foot wide bridge crosses the middle of the pit, connecting the room's opposite sides. To the east, which is on the other side of the pit, a 10-foot wide archway opens into a flight of stairs leading up. Alcoves along the pit walls contain what appear to be mummified giants.
How interesting.
Shara steps into the room. Looks into the pit. Look, Arius, you can get some more bones. Arius nods at Shara.
So as you walk into the doors, they swing shut behind you. So I'm going to have everybody move into the room here. As you walk in and the doors swing shut behind you, the two mummified giants in the alcoves to the north and to the south both come to life, walk forward, and they are giant.
Holy shit.
They're standing in the pit. The pit is this rectangular pit. The rectangle goes longwise up or north and south. So the giant mummies are coming from the north and south sides of it, but they're standing in the 20-foot deep pit. So your eye level is chest level for them. So while they're standing in that pit, they could easily see and reach you. I guess that's really it. The only other thing to say is roll for initiative.
So we're getting in a fight in the Epiphenomena.
The Church of Epiphenomena. It's actually the cathedral. I keep saying church, but whatever. The two giant mummies lumber forward, and they look hostile. Arius, at the top of round 1, it's your turn.
Not a great place for me to go to hit them, is there? I guess like here? Could I hit them from here? I'm trying to find a good spot to actually hit one of them. Can I reach them from where I'm moving right here?
Yeah, you absolutely would be able to from there.
Alright, that's exactly 35 feet, so my first action is move into a position I can actually hit one of them. I'm going for the north one. Second and third actions, I power attack.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I vicious swing. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Probably.
Oh, look at that, I miss.
Should have said it right the first time.
Cool.
Well, and after Arius, that takes us over to Shara. It's your turn.
Okay, well, we'll start off with the usual Dread Martial stance attempt. I actually got it on the first try. Got a 34. We will go into Dread Martial stance. Shit, these are a long ways away. Okay, I will move. Can't quite get all the way to the corner that Darius did. I'll move for my second action. Third action, I will raise my shield. That will be my turn.
And that takes us over to the first giant. This is the one that is next to Arius. So they actually use their first action to stride forward a little bit away from Arius, just so that he's barely out of reach. And then with his second 2 actions, uses something called... They use a breath weapon. They spray bone shards in a 30-foot cone. And they're going to do that where the largest group of people is. And that's right at the door. So I need reflex saves from Kix, Lucan, and Sundrinker.
I assume when you say stride, you mean step? Or is he making an attack of opportunity-able action?
Oh, I see. Is he? Yeah, he steps. It's really only a 5-foot step for him. That's what he does.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like difficult terrain because of what it is underneath, or...
It's not difficult terrain for him. It would be difficult terrain for anybody who went down there, though. Definitely.
Bullshit. It shouldn't be for me. I'm a skeleton too.
I'm a skeleton.
No, it's going to be greater difficult terrain for you because you're trying to swim in it.
Oh, is it just deep?
What if I get a swim speed? Can I fly?
Feet for that.
I can fly, so maybe give me a fly speed. I fly through the bone.
You can't fly yet.
He just got winged on his armor.
Oh, you did get that.
Once per hour, I can fly.
Well, you said you didn't get the one that you wanted to get, so I assumed that it wasn't the wing one.
That borrowed gold.
Oh.
Our wealthy friends.
Beg, borrow, then steal if he has to.
Amazing. Okay, so it looks like we've got some saving throws here. Kix and Lucan both fail with 33s. Sundrinker succeeds with a 38.
Doesn't matter. I fail.
Oh yeah, that's right. So here's the damage. It's piercing damage. 61. Halved if you succeed.
Cool.
Wow.
And that does have a charge on it. He can't use it again for another 4 rounds. I rolled like shit on that.
Thank goodness.
Guess it depends on who you ask.
That will be the end of his turn. So that takes us over to Lucan. It's your turn.
Goddamn assholes. I get so few opportunities to do this.
To do what?
Fireball!
Fireball!
Action 1. 2 actions. Act together. Fireball. I hit the 2 of them. Nobody else.
Smack dab in the middle of the room. Kaboom.
Reflex saves.
Let's see, we got... First one gets a 35. Second one gets a 36.
Well, they both succeed. So they'll take half of this damage. Half of 48, so 24.
They take 14 of that damage.
All right. With their single action from Act Together, Sundrinker will move out onto this bridge kind of in the middle of both of them. And I guess...
Pause. Sundrinker moves out onto the bridge. They step right through it. And they fall all the way down to the bottom of the pit, taking 10 points of damage, landing prone.
Oh. Okay.
And as far as like Lucan is concerned, or you're looking at it, Sundrinker just falls right through the bridge.
Okay. Sundrinker stands. And that's my turn.
Sundrinker is now in the pit. Kix. It's your turn.
Kicks. All right. I'm just going to target. Where'd Arius go?
North.
I'm gonna step up. Target. Contagious idea. Y'all get temporary HP.
Yay!
Oh, this is the beneficial contagious idea.
Yeah. Yep. And that
Sweet.
would be my turn.
Who all gets that?
Sorry. Shara, Lucan, Arius. Not me.
How much do I get?
10 plus an additional 2 for each level heightened, so 24, I think now.
Nice. I'll take it.
Should be 7.
10 plus an additional 2 for each level heightened. I amped it.
Yeah, its
the amp.
base is 5th and its height plus
it
2.
didn't automatically.
Oh, it's... Oh, it's a cantrip 7. That's right. I learned it late. It's not like a base of.
Oh, it's a
ones.
higher
Yeah.
level cantrip.
Yeah, I
okay.
forgot about that. Yeah.
It's a base fit.
So yeah, 14.
It'd be 14 because it's an amp. Then after kicks, that takes us over to the second giant mummy. This one uses its first action to make a jaw attack on Shara. Gets a 36 to hit.
Nope.
Well, they're going to try that again. Nom. 25 to hit.
No. No, that is a critical miss.
Yeah, third attempt here with a swing of a claw attack this time. Finally rolled high, but 37?
Because I raised that shield, that's not going to hit.
Still not enough. Well, that's that one's turn. That's going to take us to the top of round 2. Arius, it's your turn.
2 of those misses would have hit me. Fuck your AC. How far down is it?
20 feet.
20 feet down.
I guess I just take a step and drop down and drop into flanking.
Oh, alright. You do fall prone and take 10 points of damage.
I don't take damage.
Catfall, right?
Catfall, master. I can drop 50 feet and take no damage.
It's so funny when you get legendary because you can just fucking
Yeah,
fall
legendary
like-
is
but
just
for
awful,
eternity.
man. Whatever.
And because here's the real big benefit to Catfall, because you don't take the damage, you don't drop prone.
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, then you're flanking him on the ground.
Then I vicious swing. Yeah. I'm just gonna stop using it. I don't want to use it anymore. I don't like the name.
I'm just done with it.
Yeah. I should have retrained it to something else. That was a nat 1.
Getting on the 3rd hour of recording here, I'm going to give everyone a hero point for being such sports on the subsystem. Personally, I think the research subsystem is great, but application can get weird in certain circumstances. So, thank you for your patience in working with me on that. That being said, since Ted's not going to use that hero point to swing the nat 1 that he just missed on Vicious Swing.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
I guess so. I mean, if you're gonna mention it, like, I feel bad then. Way to make me feel bad, Tyler. 31 to hit.
It's sorry.
Like, I wanted to save it. Like, I don't want to die. But cool.
Hey, you've got 2 hero points.
I mean, you just got a new one.
I just gave you
39 damage.
You use the free one.
39. All right. It does not take any of the fire damage. And as a skeleton, you would understand that anything with that base skeleton structure got some slashing resistance. That takes us over to Shara. It's your turn.
Yeah, this positioning sucks. Raised shield, shielded stride, now that they've taken any attacks opportunity. Can't quite get into flanking with Thundrinker, which is too bad. Is it possible to attempt to trip this thing from when I'm like at its waist?
I mean, there isn't a requirement. You have Titan Wrestler.
Yeah, I do have Titan Wrestler, so the size isn't an issue.
Yeah, size isn't an issue. There's nothing requirement-wise that says you need to. So make it work however you need to in your head, but it totally works.
Okay, we'll give it a try. Whether it's pulling out a bone, that's assuming it even works. That's a 7. 33 against his reflex.
A 33 is a success.
Oof.
Big boy goes falling down with a crash and a clatter, and all the bones that are strewn about the bottom of this pit just shoot up in a spray of bone chips.
That's my turn.
Sweet. That takes us over to not the prone one, but instead to the one that Arius is next to. They will use their first action to step closer to the edge where Kix and Lucan are. You notice, it doesn't take a perception check, but they seem to be completely ignoring people who are on the ground. And they are now focusing their attention on Kix, Lucan, and Shara. The one that just moved up to Kix is going to use their first action to bite. Does a 38 hit? All right. They're going to use their second action to grab you. And the third action? Swallow whole!
Yeah? How fucking exciting.
Swallow whole, baby!
We missed it.
I'm bringing it back.
Making a comeback.
Make it come
Good thing
back.
I don't need to breathe.
Actually, here's the funny thing. You might not recognize the art on this because it's the zoomed in version of the art. Let me share with you the full version of this art and see if it rings any bells.
It's awfully big.
Big
It's the
skeletal.
same thing that we fought inside the stable, isn't it?
just outside Fortune's Hall.
The one that we all almost died and had to run from.
Yep. So here's another opportunity for me to get this right on Spencer's character again. He needs to make an athletics check. The athletics check is at map. So that's going to be the first thing that they do. It's against your reflex DC. Oh, God.
I think I'm inside of him.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. I don't think there's a critical success thing. Nope. Well, Kix, you are inside the skeleton. Massive bones and other things.
How does undead work? Do I need to... do we still have breathing rules?
Technically, yes.
Technically.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a okay, yeah.
Yeah, it is a technically yes. This is the one where it's like it's hard to justify in the noodle. But for balance reasons, technically, yes, you breathe.
How the fuck does a skeleton breathe?
I
They
don't
don't
know,
have
Ted.
lungs.
You can take breath control for fuck's sake. Explain that.
How does a skeleton swallow you whole? Won't you just fall out?
Also that. Which is exactly the first thing that you guys said.
It was a fucking skeleton the last time that got me.
Yeah.
It's the same
It's
skeleton.
the exact same creature.
Oh, is it?
Just saying.
Okay, sorry. I
This
guess I
is
didn't
the
catch
same
that. Oh.
exact same
Literally
creature
the
that
exact
we
same
fought in
creature.
Fortune's
Except there's
Hall,
two of them.
Except for now there's
Except
two.
there's two of them,
Yup.
which I assume means we're higher level than we were the last time we fought them.
Yeah. So you take the listed amount of damage when you are first swallowed and at the end of each of its turns while it's swallowed. So, to start off, you're going to take 21 points of damage on your way down, and you are grabbed and slowed one. And yes, I know this is hard to reconcile, but the Lich can't breathe, which I guess is a problem.
Can I still get knowledge down here?
You can, technically.
I'm fine.
You've never been inside of a Gasha Dekoro before. Maybe learn from experience, right? Anywho, so that's what that one does with its turn. It swallows kicks. And that takes us to Lucan. It's your turn.
All right. Actions 1 and 2. Yeah, I can target both of them. We will act together and electric arc both of these guys. And I'll need reflex saves from both of them.
Well, they're not the best at these. Well, they do roll really well, apparently. I roll another
An
nat
18 and
20.
a 20.
And
That's
then
cool.
the other one's a 39.
So the one that only succeeded takes half of 18.
It actually has resistances, and it takes none of that damage.
Okay, that's cool. With their single action from Act Together, Sundrinker will attack the one that's got kicks in it.
Holy shit! It has 18, or I suppose it's halved. So
We'll go bludgeoning. And get a 36 to hit.
36 hits.
We'll deal it 30 damage.
30. Are you going slashing or bludgeoning with this?
It's bludgeoning.
Good call. It takes all 30 of that damage because it does not resist the acid or the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, cool. With my third action, Lucan moves out of the room.
doors are closed.
Door swung closed behind you.
Oh.
So it'd be an interact action to open it.
Oh.
Sounds like the better idea is to jump down.
Yeah. Jump down next to Sundrinker.
Oh, okay then. Lucan jumps down. Take 10 points of damage.
Well, it should only be...
Nope, it's 10.
5, right? Because
It's
I'm
10.
expecting it.
It's 10.
Then wouldn't Sundrinker have taken 15?
It's a 20-foot
Okay.
fall, so you
20
take
foot
half.
fall, you take 10 damage.
I guess I don't know how it works anymore.
You just take
You
half
take
of your falling
half
damage.
the damage.
Half the distance.
So,
you fell.
like, being aware
Half
of
the
it doesn't
distance
mean
fell.
anything anymore?
being aware doesn't do anything.
It doesn't seem to affect me. Because I had temporary HP.
Oh, you still fall on your ass though.
Alright, I'm done.
Sweet. Then after Lucan, that takes us to Kix. Where you're inside of a skeleton somehow.
And I can see all my friends. And I simply walk out.
God, I'm getting deja vu. I have a feeling that's exactly what you fucking told me last time we did this.
So what even are my options? Because if I try to,
When it comes to being swallowed, you have to hold your breath or start suffocating, so that's what you're doing now. You're holding your breath.
Do you have acrobatics?
yeah,
You can make an escape check. Or you can try to cut yourself free. Not that that's going to do much, I don't think.
yes, my lich talons.
Yeah. Wait, don't you get a claw attack?
If I took the feed.
Oh, you have to take the feet. Got it.
Oh, this fucking 4 is taunting me.
Hero point?
Nope, just a second time. I'm done. Damage me.
You were slowed, so, yep. 23 and then the nat one, both fail. You take, at the end of your time in this turn inside the belly.
Technically, if that 23 was a critical failure, he wouldn't be able to try again, but it doesn't matter because he failed on the other one too.
Yeah. Well, and that was the third action because he lost the first. So at the end of your turn, take an additional 17 points of bludgeoning damage. That takes us over to the one that just got knocked on its ass by Shara, somehow. It uses its first action to stand.
I will take my attack of opportunity.
Aha.
That's the one to the south, right?
Yep.
And we'll go bludgeoning. And we'll roll that 20.
Yeah. That is a critical hit, obviously.
We'll knock
It
him
also
back
stops it
on
from getting that up.
to his ass. 46 damage.
46.
Yeah, again, still wrong. Even with the remaster, reactive strike does not interrupt move actions.
Well, he has to use his second action to stand up then, after taking all of that damage. But now that it's standing, it's going to swing at Shara.
At least it's a thoughtful Gashdorakuro.
Yeah, he's super thoughtful.
He's gonna spit me out in a
42.
couple rounds because he feels bad.
He's so thoughtful. Shara, 42 to hit.
That does hit. I will use Selfish Shield.
It can't start the grab, swallow, whole process because, well, that was its last action. Which takes us up to the top of round 3. And a reminder for myself and everybody, now that it's the top of a new round, I forgot an aura for 2 rounds. So we're going to put it into play at the beginning of this round. It goes at the end of everyone's turns. If you're in the aura is huge. You're all in it. Aureus, it's your turn.
Dislike that you keep stepping away from me. I move back into flanking. And I vicious swing.
Power attack.
See?
36 to hit.
That hits.
48 damage.
Alright. It resists some of it, but that's a solid hit. Taking this giant skeleton down to about half health, roughly. At the end of your turn, because aura, give me a fortitude save.
32.
You're fine. Taking us over to Shara. It's your turn.
Raise shield. I feel like it being tripped is like the most important thing, so I'm going to attempt to trip it again.
Alright.
Get a 39.
39 is a hit. That's a success. And another
Woohoo.
ripped skeleton.
It's on its butt again.
And you still have another action, I think.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's now too far away for me to hit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well, it's really big. I mean, is it still... I suppose it's probably not 20 feet tall when it's laying prone.
No, I wouldn't say not quite that big.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably about it. It's undead. I don't think I can demoralize it.
Could recall knowledge on it.
I suppose it's probably religion. I can try that. Let's try that.
It is, yeah.
Got nothing better to do. I roll a 4. Get a 24.
That's failure.
I didn't want to know what it was anyways.
Fuck this guy. that takes us... Nope, no it doesn't. Hold on. Aura. Can't do it once and then forget. Give me a fortitude save.
Of course you can.
I mean, it could, but I don't want to.
33.
That's a critical success. Why? Oh, right.
Because champion.
Juggernaut shit. Well, that is going to take us over to the skeleton that's got a kicks in its gut. Having run out of immediate targets that it wants to hit, it will stride out of flanking with Sundrinker and Arius.
Did a full move?
It was a stride, full move there.
Yeah, I'd take a swing.
All right.
It
Sundrinker?
didn't just step 3 times or a billion times.
No, didn't use all of its actions to step.
Sundrinker
Straight up
can't.
stride.
He already attacked the other
Yeah, I
one.
already did it.
Oh, gotcha.
The 29 hit.
29 hits.
Gross. Very low dice rolls.
Wow.
16 damage.
It only takes 3 of that.
Thanks. I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 4.
I mean, the lowest damage I think I've ever seen you do.
Just fucking poked him.
So it does that with its first action. With its second action, it kind of has to like lean down a bit, but it bites at Arius. Guess we'll see, huh? Keep rolling fucking nat 20s like I have been.
Calling it 19.
Not quite. But 38 to hit though.
Yeah, it's a hit.
That will deal you 28 points of damage, and it will grab you for its final action.
Okay.
That takes us over to Lucan. Lucan, you're prone in the pit, but it's your turn.
Yeah, I don't mind being prone. I'll just stay prone. Well, the electric didn't do anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
Resist fire too.
The acid did work. Do you have anything acid?
Only my bludgeoning.
Does your attack?
Yeah, so let's go all in on that. We will cast Boost Eidolon with action 1 as an act together. And as a free action, we'll try and do an extend boost. And we'll make that nature check. And I think I succeed with a 36.
That's a success.
Excellent. Then with their single action from act together, Sundrinker will attack the one trying to run away with kicks. Bludgeoning.
All right.
It's trying to run away now? God damn it, Tyler. You're the worst.
Get a
He's not
42.
running away. 42 hits.
We'll deal it 31 damage.
All right.
Action 2, we attack again.
Double down.
Get a 33 to hit.
A 33 hits.
37 damage.
Another big hit from Sundrinker there.
Third action, we'll attack again. Bludgeoning.
Can they do it?
Looks like we're going to miss with a 28.
28 misses.
Did my best. Done.
All right. That will take... Wait, no, it won't. Lucan, wait. If you're in an aura and you're both affected by it, do you both make the save?
We only take damage once. The effect, we would both be affected by it too, I guess, but not like twice.
So yeah, you both need to make the fortitude save then. Yep, that makes sense.
And take the worst.
Yes, as always.
Although that was a 1.
That's close, but I critically succeed.
Nice. So yeah, nothing happens. You're perfectly fine. After Lucan, that takes us over to Kix.
I have complete faith in my skeleton buddy. And
Yo peeps.
I just whisper to him, get me the fuck out of here. And hopefully he takes that as a strike action. An amped whisper on Arius.
That's a thing you can do.
I already used my attack of opportunity.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
totally
when
did.
it moved.
That's right.
Fucking tree! Get me
got
out of
you.
here.
I got you, fam. How about a critical
Sure
hit?
does.
Yeah, 45 is a critical hit.
56 damage.
Sundrinker's vines get long and they grow and get girthier to put a little more weight behind it and smash. The whole thing clatters, bones fly everywhere, and Kix boop, lands on his butt in the middle of it all.
Bam.
Congratulations, Kix.
Do I actually land on my butt? Like, does the prone thing affect me or no? Because I was like inside of him.
No, technically that you wouldn't. No.
Okay.
Not gonna deal you like 5 damage because you fell 10 feet in this particular situation.
And I've already lost the slow. Can I get up? Like what? Like how far of a fall am I?
So yeah, slow doesn't matter because you already like.
I've already lost it. Yeah.
You already lost
I
that
still have
action.
one more
Yep.
action. Is what I'm getting at though.
Yes.
Like it's a 20-foot like slate wall or what
Straight
are we
up.
talking?
Yeah, it's a straight wall. This is a pit that you're in.
All right. Well, in this difficult terrain, I would assume.
It is. Yep. All of the skeletal remains. make the
I'm
bottom
just
of the
gonna
pit.
hide behind Ari's and end my turn.
Kicks at the end of your turn. Actually, hold on. Nope, never mind. You're still close enough. Kicks, give me a fortitude save.
What is it? How many feet away do I got?
It's an aura, and it's a 60-foot aura.
Oh, 60.
from
Oh, yeah.
the
Fuck
dude.
that. I thought it was like 35 or some
No,
shit.
that's why I was like, oh, you might be far enough away, but no, you're still within 60.
30.
That is a success.
All right.
So, after Kicks, that takes us over to the remaining giant skeleton. This is the one that kept getting knocked on its ass. It's going to use its first action to stand. And
No,
I
I
know
can stop it this time.
Yep, it ain't nothing stopping him.
Hey, it was worth it, you know?
It wasn't.
Sorry.
I killed that other one.
For real.
To be fair, it was a little meta because I saw the near death thing and I probably wouldn't have known that inside, but
It's like, do it now, do it now.
fuck it.
Well, you can start seeing like spaces or holes.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
something cutting
It's
through.
crumbling apart.
I see my friends and I walk out. Alright, jaw attack on Shara. Yuck, your AC, 37.
Nope.
Specifically because of Razor Shield. Again. Claw and frustration. Yeah, 41 to hit.
I will
Also-
use self shield.
As clarification, it doesn't swing in frustration. It's mindless. I swing in frustration. 31 damage on the claw hit from this thing. Shara.
I'll take 17.
And that's its turn. Taking us to the top of round 4. Arius, it's your turn.
My best friend Kix is hurt.
Kiz.
Oh, I was about to pop like a level 9 on myself. But please. No, yeah, you can fight him. I'm fine. No, it's already happening. Never mind.
You get 87
I-
HPs.
I am much better than my soothe would have been, I'm sure.
My third action. Difficult terrain, right?
It is, yep.
30. That's all I got.
That takes us over to Shara. It's your turn.
Well, certainly going to raise that shield again, and then we're going to try to trip him. As long as he can't hit me, grab me, and swallow me whole in one turn, I'm pretty good.
You know, you're kind of saving yourself from that fate with this strategy, yes.
Like, I'm literally doing him 0 damage, but since he's so focused on me, I don't have to do him damage. I just have to keep his focus. I get a
Not-
31.
Yeah, 31 is exactly what you need. That's a success. He's back on his ass.
Okay, I'm done.
I suppose that also means you can't really follow up with anything either.
Yeah, because it's so far down, I can't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would hit him with my third. I'd attempt to hit him with my third attack, but because I need that trip so bad, I don't want to risk having a multiple attack penalty on it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, well, then Shara, actually at the end of your turn, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
How about a 40?
You're fine. Lucan, it's your turn.
Excellent. So I really don't have anything crazy to do. Let's just keep it up with the same. What was that? What are you doing, Arius?
Oh, did I skip you on that roll?
No?
I did, didn't I? I skipped Arius on the aura.
Fortitude aura.
Did you make a fortitude save?
No.
What'd you get?
I didn't roll.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. Take a hero point for your honesty, and then take 22 points of damage.
It's just like untyped damage.
It is, and this is the part you're not going to like. You're now fatigued. Any creature that ends its turn in the aura, the starvation aura of this creature, feels the pain of starvation and must attempt a fortitude save. Arius feels like he's starving? It's confusing, so he's tired about it. But no, really, you are fatigued. So now, Lucan, it's your turn.
Yeah, there's really nothing for me to do but just beat the shit out of this skeleton. I guess I'll start by moving into flanking with Shara. Can I get there?
Not flanking because Shara isn't threatening it.
Oh, that's right.
But it is off guard right now because it's prone because of
prone.
Shara.
All right.
So you don't even need to move to get the benefit.
I won't bother.
Yeah,
Moving
you're
then.
supposed to be one back. You're
That's
right
supposed to
next
be one back.
Argus, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I was right in the middle of the bridge. Okay. Okay, I just beat the shit out of it. 34 to hit.
34 hits.
34 damage.
Damage. All of it.
Ooh, I'm missed with my second attack.
23 will miss.
And a third attack. Ooh, critical miss. All right. Well, I guess I don't really beat the shit out of it, but I hit it.
Unfortunate. Hey, the one hit makes a difference, though. End of your turn, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Yeah.
31 to success.
Critically succeed. Thank God my fortitude save's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the juggernaut in play there, too.
Yeah. For critical success because of Juggernaut, yeah.
Well, that takes us to the newly unswallowed Kix. It's your turn.
Who's feeling so good? Unleash Psyche. Because I cast a message. I was like, did I cast a spell?
Yeah, you did.
And we're gonna do amped telekinetical projectile.
Oh, no.
Bludgeoning.
Oh, no. You're going to hit him with his own bones.
Oh yeah. Sure gonna try. A 34.
That hits.
69.
Nice.
Shit, that's so many D6s.
Yeah. Kix, at the end of your turn, go ahead and give me that fortitude save as a reward.
Thanks. 28.
You're welcome. Yeah, you feel like you're starving.
That's no good.
You take 19 points of damage. You're starving for knowledge. You're also fatigued.
I'm fatigued.
Fatigued.
Shit, son.
That takes us over to the big skelly boy who's on his butt. He uses his first action to stand.
Yes, I deck it. Hell yeah. Eat it.
Damn.
Oh, is that a critical hit even? Oh,
42 is a critical hit.
I beat the shit out of him. This damage brought to you by Shara and all that tripping. 59.
59, all of that damage goes through. He is cracked and coming apart at his joints, barely surviving. But this thing is not exactly very intelligent. It has a prerogative, and it maintains. It's going to use its third action to swing at Shara.
And miss, probably.
Probably. Oh, hey.
No, maybe, yeah.
44.
Yeah, that'll actually hit me.
You should sarcastically remark on that more often, David. 37 points of damage to Shara.
Selfish shield.
Damn it.
Reduces 10 of that.
Well, then, after Shara reduces some of that damage a bit, that takes us to the top of round 5. Arius, it's your turn.
Tyler's right. It is going to take me 2 actions to be able to move up because he's 20 feet away. I can't get into flanking, can I?
I'm not providing flanking right now. Oh no, it is standing. I guess I am threatening it now.
Well, I was trying to get back behind it for Sundrinker, but I don't have enough movement to get back there.
I don't think Sundrinker, unless they shrink down, can't go off to the side like that.
Unless
I'm pretty sure because it's 2 sizes larger than you, you can run like in between its legs.
What's your speed? You can't get right here?
I want to give Sundrinker flanking.
Just hit it.
It is nearly death. Throw your sword at it.
Fine. 2 actions, I move here. 3rd action, I take a swing.
Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, dude.
You are.
Alright, you're right.
That is literally exactly what you people are doing.
Well, the 38
Point
hits
is,
it.
if you kill it, then doesn't matter. If you don't, then
Well, Ted, I have bad news for you.
I killed it.
They were right. That was exactly what you should have done. You killed it.
That's good news. I killed something. They didn't take.
It's dead now.
I finally got to steal somebody else's kill. Fuck you, Sundrinker.
In a shower of bone bits and shards, it all comes crashing down. And that takes us out of combat and leaves you standing at the bottom of a pit, Shara looking down on you in more ways than one.
No, fuck that. Arius traces the wing pattern on his armor, and wings grow from his back, and he flies up.
Do we know that you need to? What's that other side look like? It looks like it's a tunnel up.
Arius, as soon as you fly up and land on the bridge in the center, you fall immediately.
No, I already saw Sundrinker
You fall
do that. I didn't go up
through it.
there. That's not where I went.
Oh, that's no fun.
I probably would have just looked. I mean, I wasn't going to take damage anyways. What's the fun for you?
I don't know. You fell through a floor. That's fun, okay?
I land on my feet. Cool. I go check across the bridge. Is there a way to get through this?
It's just an arch. It's an open arch. You could fly through it.
No, I fly through it and land on the steps.
I hold Sundrinker as they crawl out of here.
Yeah. Sundrinker grabs up, kicks in Lucan, and climbs out of here.
Okay, which way do you climb?
I'll follow Arius.
The way that is helpful. The beneficial route.
Sure. So that means that Lucan and Kix and Sundrinker will get up and through the arch on the eastern side. What about Shara? What are you doing there?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Arius pokes his head back over. You coming?
I was looking to see if anything powerful leap. I don't think does anything for long jump. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I mean, it increases the horizontal distance I leap, including as part of a high jump or long jump by 5 feet, but it doesn't get rid of the requirement of having to move 10 feet. I think that's a different feat. It's like quick jump or something like that.
A quick jump just reduces the number of actions it takes to do those 2 action jumps. But why wouldn't you be able to get 10-foot running start? It doesn't need to be a straight line. You just have to move 10 feet and then make the jump.
Yeah, quick jump gets rid of the... I mean, yeah, I suppose I could like start here and go 5, 10.
You're not going for the middle? You only gotta jump like 40 feet.
Yeah, no, I'm not going for the middle. That'd be silly.
Some pansy shit.
Do it.
Especially since I rolled a 2.
So, Sherry, you're jumping. You're trying to make it over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you jump, is that enough to make it across?
Yeah, it's one per...
It is 1 for 1.
One for one.
Okay, all right. So you're able to jump across.
It's a little meta, but I can see that you can see through it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah, sure. So there's a walkway on the eastern wall. You get to the walkway to where nearby the archway is, and you fall through all the way down the pit, take 10 damage, and you're prone.
I knew it was coming because, yeah, it's super meta, but we can see it.
Yeah.
Sundrinker reaches a branch down to you for you to climb up and come join us.
Okay, I climb his branch.
All right. I'm not even going to bother making you roll DC for that. DC's 25 if you do it without assistance.
I have plus 26.
Yeah, you're fucking fine.
Oh, I forgot to check the area for loot. I go fly around and look for loot again.
Oh, back in the other room?
Yeah, and the skeleton on the floor and the skeletons. There's bones here. It's loot.
If anybody but Arius were to ask me, is there loot in this room, I'd say no. Since Arius asked me, the floor is littered with loot.
Bones!
Luke, and I need a bag of holding. I need
bone
a bag of holding just for my bones. A
bone
bag of bones.
Well, we've made it into the Temple of Epiphenomena to try and find these secret eaters of Urgathoan. But what really is going on down here? And will we be able to take all of these bones for Arius to keep? Find out next time as we continue Bloodlords. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.